Well, ABC 7 business commentator Richard Stern joins us now. We just saw the motorcycles there, and you had a wild ride on Wall Street today.
Well, I'll tell you, I've seen a lot of strange days, but today ranks right up there, and I'll explain why in just a minute. Well, it was 1859. A guy named Charles Dickens wrote something called A Tale of Two Cities, and let me assure you, today I could have written A Tale of Two Markets. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was up by triple digits all day long and closed at its highest level in exactly 5 months, the highest level we've seen since February the 26th. But alas, we have something called the NASDAQ, which has been leading the market higher day after day after day. But today, not the case, down by a full 1%. And I'll explain why. Let's take a look at the figures, and interesting they are. There you see the Dow up by 113 points, more than 0.4% at 25,527.07. That on volume of 992 million shares. And there's our friendly NASDAQ, down by 80 points, 1%, closing at 7,852.19. That on very heavy volume of 2,366,000,000 shares. The S&P has a down arrow, down 8.5 points, 0.3% at 2,837.44. Well, Facebook set a record on Wall Street today, and let me assure you, it is not a record the company aspired to. Shares of Facebook, which announced their earnings after the close last night, fell by a whopping 19%. Revenues were down, daily usage was down, everything was down, and let me assure you the stock was down. The 19% loss means the stock's value today fell by $119 billion in one day. Yes, I said $119 billion in one day. Never before has any company even come close to that, and certainly that's the reason the NASDAQ fell so very sharply, and indeed it did.
Wow, that's pretty intense. Well, some late news on Amazon for us today?
And just the reverse. Amazon announced earnings of over $5 a share. Wall Street was looking for $2.50, so we'll see what tomorrow brings, but it should bring up arrows for Amazon, one would think.
All right, thank you, Richard.
You're welcome.